What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we just received a new update. Nobody knew that this was actually coming. They didn't even announce that. Wasn't in the anniversary trailer or anything. And well, I suddenly saw some screenshots in my Discord. Lewis posted some there, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. Is that on tap now? But no, when I checked back into my game, we had a new update, and there's now this tap Hua Sheng Ming Sing, which I'm not sure if they forgot to translate that, but it's empty. And if you check there are 3 items available at the moment. Nova Holy Flame Special Props, one of the Sage Lifestars. It condenses the very powerful power in the Lifestar. So no idea what that was until we checked Void Campaign. And in Void Campaign there are now new items. We have new selectable loot on this position. There are like 3 of them. And these things are described as the unique Lifestar essence can be used to increase the level of the designated Lifestar. So there are 3 different ones of them. And when we checked back into these skills, we found 3 different new skills. And so each of those materials is for a certain specific skill, a certain Lifestar. And when we look on my HHA, for example, there is nothing new. But on my Destiny rank 6 heroes, there is now this new icon. So this hero is Destiny rank 6 Nirvana level 100, which seems to be the requirement for this icon to appear, because I only have it on those. This is the same really. There we have nothing, so no star. We have no noble core on this. And this is Polystar 100, so no star there as well. If we check that out, we can check out my LFA, 132 million attack, by the way. Kinda juicy, very, very nice. And we click that, we find this selection menu once again with those icons here. I assume, and we have no news on this, I assume those are going to drop from big events. So I reckon once we get the spoilers for anniversary tomorrow, I think we are going to see them in there. I would reckon they will be in there, and we'll get the first one of this. 1 seems to be enough to unlock this. There are 3 different skills in here, as we saw. There's this one, Charm Seeking Knowledge, there is the Deep Pupils Darkness, and there is the Nova Holy Flame, and you can select one of them. The help tab for this, after the hero Destiny reaches Transcendence level 100, I think this is a wrong translation and means Nirvana 100, so Destiny rank 6. The conditions for the Lifestar and the transfer of the Lifestar are unlocked. This also means, of course, this is now the pinnacle upgrade. Destiny Transition is no longer the highest upgrade you can put on a hero. This is now Holy Lifestar. So, quite interesting. A Lifestar can only be carried by 1 hero at the same time, and other heroes who meet the conditions can wear it through transfer operations. So, this is still rather unclear. Can you only put 1 Lifestar hero on your team? Is it like you can have 1 hero with this Lifestar, 1 hero with that Lifestar, 1 hero with this Lifestar, and use those on your team? So we don't really know what they exactly mean by that. We'll have to find out in the future. There is a way apparently to fuse those, so you can earn shards. You need 5,000 of those. But if I check in my Void campaign, where you would expect to drop them, well, claim, and we see the 1 material here, but really nothing else. Selectable loot, maybe we can check the core tab, but nothing there. Yeah, nothing new there. So we really don't have any way to drop them right now, and I've of course cleared campaign, so kind of interesting. Ethereal Realm, I think nothing has changed. We have the maps here. You can check out this map, but no, at least not. Ooh, Star Language World, that was new. I didn't see that yet. We have more maps here. Star Language World. Requires level 1 Star Whisper Palace. Refinery? That is the competition corner. Reactor core. Star Whisper Palace. There we go. And we can upgrade it immediately. Okay, let's go. We need 3,000 of this material. Oh, that is usually no problem. Wait, we are still in this map. We could enter the level 2 of this map though. I guess we can enter it for once, and then just go for a very quick clear. Oh, this is horrible on emulator, by the way, because I didn't check to zoom in here, so this is like a bit annoying. Did it wipe off everything from my map? I think it did. Yeah. So I think we go out again, and then we enter Oh, now we have locked level 2. Oh, that is horrible. Shouldn't have done that. Let's enter level 2 immediately here. Okay. We need some enemies. So I reckon we use this team. Team is in another sanctuary. Come back. And while we are at it, let's select that and let's give this team 4,200 archers and 2,000 of those and 400 of those. Make it a bit strong. And then we can put this into the fortress. We have selected it. There are some enemies here. By the way, just for the fun of it, let's watch one fight of this team against those guys, because I think it will look rather funny. I like the design of the new enemies. It's quite cool. Yep. So this is 6,600. I'm not sure this is enough. Let's defeat one more. Very quickly. We have to find one though. I think they should have let the map be uncovered once you've traversed it. At least show you the enemies and stuff if you've seen them. That would have been pretty nice. By the way, if you guys didn't understand what the default team is yet, default team is the team that you mark here. So now it should be enough, right? Okay, we have all the resources. That is not too much, and those are basic resources. So, okay, we built this. No unlock crystals yet. Okay, can't click it and don't have crystals unlocked. But we have this now. The world of Star language has not been opened yet. Okay, I was very hyped for this, but apparently no. This looks like the Destiny transition thing. The transition temple. It's basically exactly the same, isn't it? Okay, we'll have to see what that is. I think there is no info on that yet. Yeah, sadly no info on that yet at all. Can't click it, can't do anything. So we'll have to wait and see what this is. Until then, I think we'll mostly see those things through big events. Through big events. So that is something that I expect to be available in the upcoming anniversary event, maybe in events after. But we'll see. There are 3 skills for now, but we have those star signs here, which kind of indicates that there will be more. So we'll see. We can also check those out. Pretty cool symbols, I have to say. Let's check out the first one. We have current stats, which is the max stats for this preview. 120 speed, 24% attack, 30% HP. And we have skills to it. And also, which some people already pointed out, you can also get stats, and those are fixed stats, so like treasure train and everything. 24 million attack and 5 billion HP. So this is actually way more than my current treasure train even. I'm just at 23 million attack on treasure train, which is pretty max. That is like one of the top 20 treasure trains that I have. So quite insane. The HP buff is actually, if we compare that, let's compare that to treasure train stats. 5 billion and 24 million is quite insane. So my treasure bonus is 2.3 million with nearly 24 million now. So if you compare that, this is an insane HP amount in comparison to train. So quite interesting that they went for that. So yeah, insane stats in here. Keep in mind, it's not like game breaking. For now, this is like, we will gain those stats, I guess, pretty soon, but only a small part of it. And we'll have to see how they designed this update actually and how they made this to determine how long it will take to actually max out this buff. This might be a thing for like a year or so, even longer, as it is, yeah, the next level upon Destiny transition, higher than Destiny transition in that sense. So might take quite some time to actually max that. And then we have the carrying skills, and the carrying skills are basically unlocked from left to right. I think we can see that even a little bit better. We click it like this, and yeah, you can see once we level this up, we actually unlock different skills throughout this process. So on this one, which is the Nova Holy Flame, the first one is take effect after each hero takes action. Inflict burning damage 22% of the upper limit of own life to the enemy hero with the highest health for 2 rounds, and apply to random hero with Blazing Nova. Burning damage of 20% of his own life limit lasts for 2 rounds. So the interesting part here is that this burn apparently seems to scale from your own life, with considering that we get an insane life buff here as well, might be quite potent. So if you have like 3 billion damage burns on the enemy, that is quite mad actually. That is quite insane and might be possible pretty soon. So Will be pretty interesting to see if this is good. Usually damage over time wasn't quite that insane, but taking this and then maybe combining it with some other skills from like BQA and Star Alchemist Tom Young's where we buff damage over time, that might be interesting. Also combine that with Delasium. Oh, that will be mad. But a lot of enemies right now have a ton of Purify, especially bosses, so difficult. And then next one at the end of the round, apply Blazing Nova to 2 random enemies which last for 1 round. Blazing Nova reduces the target's block by 40% and dodge by 20%. Is nice, I guess, block and dodge reduction. The dodge reduction is quite cool. We don't have too many heroes with dodge. Well, I guess with Treasure Chain we kinda have, but it's pretty cool. When you're attacked by active skills or normal attacks, if the attacker has Blazing Nova effect, additionally inflict burning damage of 22% of own life limit to all enemy heroes for 3 rounds. Yeah, I mean, it's a ton of damage and fits into this burn thing. We still have some errors in here. You can see that font color, size 20 Blazing Nova. Hero has released the secret skills of Lifestar 3 times in total, will be triggered after the next action. Release all the power and inflict 22% of the maximum life limit of the burning damage to all enemy heroes for 3 rounds. If the target has Blazing Nova, then additional burning damage of 22% of the upper limit of one's own health will be applied for 3 rounds, and the own energy will be increased by 50 points. Each round, 4 hindering heroes of our side will be restored of the same amount of 22% of the upper limit of their own health for 3 rounds. 3 rounds! I think there are some translation issues in that thing, and it is quite long. But like, there's some restoration and some damage. There's a lot of 22% in there. What I wonder about is like mainly, so we have some HP restoration here. Is the last skill in this game when it dies, it will apply Nova Burst to all enemy. Nova Burst causes burning damage of 22% of own life limit 3 times for 3 rounds. So it's doesn't feel like this skill is like this insane skill like Destiny Transition 6. It's mostly like, okay, it adds on to this, and if you have all of those skills, of course it is rather strong. It's a rather nice damaging effect. We have 3 of those skills. This one is like really this dot damage thing. This one seems to be a bit of a dodge thing. Apply Gloomy Stars to the enemy hero with the highest attack. Gloomy Stars increase the probability of the target's active skill and normal attacks being evaded by 40%. So quite interesting to put this on the enemy. If his attacks then just miss, that can be quite insanely strong. So we will go over those 2 in detail. I will show them right now, in case you have no option to see this because there is no preview to this and you want to read them. But I will make a video about every single one of them. I just feel like if we now go over everything of this here in detail, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. So for this one, it's enough that I just show those skills. You can pause this at any given point, and you will get to see what they have written down there. I think they are going to change some of those things, because really this seems like some of those things are a bit badly translated. This is the help text for this, not too much in there. We have another help text here. Yeah, we can view the effects, okay. And we'll have to see what happens, really. We'll have to see what happens. It is a bit tough to get to this point even, I think. I'm not sure if I saw free-to-play with the Nirvana hero yet, to be honest, but we are already at the next power level creep. Will it change anything? It's always like this discussion if it widens the gap between whales and normal players. And I mean, like, in a way, yes, but Idle Heroes in particular already has a huge gap between normal players and like whales. Like, it's quite insane. If I compare that to AFK Journey at this point, I mean, you have here players that play for free. They have like a 16 million attack main hero, while at the same time I can click on like basically every single random hero and it has like 30 million attack. So that is an insane gap already, and I don't think in that regard it will change anything in terms of gameplay balance. So it's like, well, kind of irrelevant to that point. And what we will see, of course, is some higher damage numbers in PvE, and a bit of a race for PvP, because obviously there you will want those stats and those skills, especially the dodge one I think will be quite fancy for that. And regarding the Star Expedition boss, I have to say, well, we already beat this guy completely. So this guy was down, place 1 by the way, Wraec Naru nowhere to be seen, that is something to keep in mind. Then we already beat this guy completely, and I think like 5-6 times over. Then they nerfed Mystic Fairy Freya, and we still beat this guy 5 times over. And now at this point, well, basically, if they don't buff this boss or like add a 3rd layer to it, then it just means we will beat him probably 20 times or 30 times over, and doesn't really change anything. Regarding content for this power, there's also not too much. I mean, we haven't explored Ethereal Realm too much. We saw this new building that is here, even though we kind of don't have any access to it yet. And the other buildings are still locked, where we have to upgrade the Sanctuary Tower, which takes quite some time. But beyond that, really what we do have, what I noticed is we have Realm's Gate, and of course Realm's Gate, the highest difficulties, they are very, very tough. I don't know if you went to like 167, 170 or something. Gets quite tough in Realm's Gate. Really quite insane. So for that we still have some things to do. But beyond that, not really too much. So I wonder what they're going to do in terms of contents. Please let me know what you think about this new update. I think at least the design is very, very cool. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But those icons here for sure are well made. I like them. But till then, I will make some more videos. We'll cover all of this. We'll get to see the skill soon. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, maybe tell your friends about this, because some people are still not aware that I actually do Idle Heroes content again. But yeah, till then, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.